everybody, and welcome back to Movie Melee. We got another exciting match for you today in round 2 of the tournament. We got Igor Kasic going up against Amaru Moses, and it should be a very interesting match. Bill, who's joining me on the desk today, because not only is this round 2 of the tournament, but this is kind of an interesting one because both of these competitors are 3-0, and one of them will be joining the very prestigious 4-0 club. Not a lot of people have gone 4-0 in their careers, so should be an interesting one. Thoughts on the match?
Yeah, should be a good time. I don't know what 4-0 looks like, but I'm sure that's got to be pretty great. We all know what Rue can do. He's fantastic. And I know firsthand just how good Igor is because, holy Jesus, that kid's a competitor. So either way, this is going to be, as the kids say, a barn burner.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's just jump right into the pre-match interviews, starting with the higher-ranked competitor today who chose to do their interview first, Amaru Moses, and his manager for today, Ryan Payne. Rue, you're back.
Sexual chocolate.
Sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate.
Sole reason I wanted to go first.
Well, you got past Zachary Shelton, I believe, in round number 1 in a very good match. You're now going up against a rookie from this year, Igor Kasic, very strong competitor. Your thoughts on today's match?
This is going to be an interesting one. I have faced Igor in a team's fandom match. So fitting that I have my team melee partner who has been carrying me on his back through teams slightly. We've been helping each other out, but I'm very happy he's here. I'm very happy to possibly go 4-0. That didn't even cross my mind. But I've had a good year in Multiplex, so I'm hoping to continue it. I'm looking forward to this one. This is going to be fun.
No, yeah, I'm definitely here looking forward to seeing how Amaru move his way through the tournament. But beyond anything else, even if you were on this 3-0 thing, I would tell you the same thing if I would tell anybody else in our faction. Just focus one question at a time. We can get through this. And yeah, you've been on an amazing roll here, man. Don't let that stop you, but also do not look past Igor at this point.
Not at all.
All right, very wise words from your manager. We will put Ryan backstage for now. And we'll bring in your opponent for this evening, Mr. Igor Kasic, and his manager, Cameron Holzman. Igor, you've had a phenomenal match in round number 1, and you've just been really playing super, super well in the matches that you've played so far this year. Thoughts on your competitor today, Amaru, who has been around in trivia just in general for a very long time. So.
Yeah, no, Rue's tough. I know that firsthand from Fandom, and that's going to be out by the time this posts, so I can say that. And looking for a little bit of revenge, but yeah, Rue's great. But looking forward to it. I think it's going to be a great match. I think it's going to go deep, so let's do it.
Yeah, Igor in his last match played a match that frankly was disgusting in my opinion. He got a perfect round, which is a thing that I don't even do that often. He's missed hardly anything. And I haven't seen Rue's match. So I'm going to assume he did worse than that. And that pattern will continue in the belief system that we have here.
Okay. Well, we will get right into the match then. Thank you, Cameron. We will put you backstage for now. And we are going to get into round number 1, which will work like this. Each player will get 8 questions in 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they will answer on their whiteboards individually in 15 seconds. If they get all questions right, they will get a bonus question. And each player has 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we get started?
Yeah, who's the greatest rapper of all time? Dylan, and Dylan. Shout out to you, sir.
Thank you very much. All right, so we'll get right into question number 1, which will be in the category of the 2000s. Who directed Elf?
My answer is Rakim is the greatest rapper of all time. Just saying.
Oh, I thought you were saying Rakim directed Elf. I was like, I don't know if that's correct.
No, I haven't given away answers to questions 4, this season.
3,
so
2, 1. Pens down. Oh. A repeat for Rue, I think he got it in time. So in the category of 2000s, who directed Elf? Yeah, Rakim's Elf would be pretty sweet, though. I'd watch that.
I mean, I would watch it, shit.
Gotta be honest, Eric B. and Rakim, kind of a blind spot in my hip-hop repertoire.
Oh, my God, dude. Everything. Pick up, 5, let the rhythm hit them.
4,
just listen to that album on
3,
repeat. You fucking thank me
2,
later.
1. Pens down. We will go to Igor first. John Favreau. Yeah. Amaru?
John Favreau.
Both are correct. We are all tied up 1-1. Bill, hit him with the next question.
Which will come into the category of animated. What animated film features the supporting characters Wild Style, Vitruvius, and Superman?
I have an uncle named Wild Style. Fun fact.
Fun fact, Superman, the name of a body part of mine.
Really?
Yeah, I won't tell you which one.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Rue first.
The Lego Movie.
And Igor?
The Lego Movie.
Both correct. 2-2 as we get into your third question now in the category of scores and soundtracks. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross composed the score for what 2022 horror film? You a big fan of Nine Inch Nails?
I mean, yeah, I saw them live
Oh, really?
once. Yeah, it was Downward Spiral tour. I'm old.
It's fair. 5,
Good time, though.
4,
Yeah, they don't play Hurt anymore
3,
now because Johnny Cash
2,
ruined that. So.
1. Pens down. We will go to Igor.
I don't know. Megan.
And Amaru?
Why didn't you say like Pixar or Fincher? It said men.
Both incorrect. We are looking for Bones and All.
Ah, nice.
Sounds
So
like
no
a lovely romp of a film. As we get into your next question, which comes to the category of classics, Laurence Olivier and Joan Fontaine co-star in what classic film?
Bones and All. Solid film.
Yeah,
I like that movie.
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Timothy Chalamet. He has a very weird jawline, I gotta say.
Timothy Chalamet. Also,
5,
thing I love most about Timothy
4,
Chalamet, gigantic
3,
wrestling fan.
2. Really? 1.
Yeah.
Pens down. We will go to, I think, Rue first.
I guess Spartacus.
And Igor.
Hamlet.
Both incorrect. We're looking for Laurence Olivier. Or not Laurence Olivier. Rebecca. I just read the first word of that question.
Laurence
You know what?
Olivier.
I'm
Starring
saying Laurence Olivier.
What the fuck am I doing? Right. Your next question will come in the category of sports. What is the name of the country club the majority of Caddyshack is set in?
Yeah,
it is
so
not
since I
Laurence
scanned all the
Olivier.
questions, this won't ruin anything. Apparently, Timothy Chalamet just marked out the entire time on the set of Dune because he got to work with Dave Bautista. And
That's
like
fair.
asked him to powerbomb him and everything. So like that's pretty great.
5,
Not exactly. Those two things
3,
don't connect for me.
2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Igor.
Didn't have it. Shady Acres.
And Rue.
I went with another typical name, Torrey Pines.
Both incorrect. We were looking for Bushwood.
I heard this like 2 weeks ago. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, and as life would have it, I get to ask the next question, which is in my favorite category of musicals. Here we go. In South Park, Bigger, Longer, and Uncut, what famous person is Satan in a relationship with?
See, this seems like one of the musicals that you would like, though.
I do love this movie.
It's a great movie, yes.
Yeah, it is pretty great.
It's not very kind to us Canadians, but you know what? It's completely fair.
Yeah,
5,
I understand. So,
4,
so Uncle Fucker should have been
3,
nominated for an Oscar.
2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Rue.
Saddam Hussein.
And Igor.
Saddam Hussein.
Both correct. Staying tied up 3-3. So you get in your penultimate question in this round in the category of actors and actresses. Who appears in Starman, The Last Unicorn, and The Fabulous Baker Boys? Have you ever been a Fabulous Baker Boy?
No, but I did do a baking challenge once.
Nice.
I made a root beer cake and I got second place. So
Oh, that sounds good.
it was
5,
really good. Yeah. I mean,
4,
you might have got
3,
instant diabetes, but it
2,
was good.
1. Pens down. And we will go to Igor.
Not sure. David Bowie.
And Rue.
I randomly have John Cryer's name in my head, so whatever.
Both incorrect. We are looking for Jeff Bridges.
Oh.
Yes. So as we get into your final question, as there are no perfect rounds, which will come into the category of the 1970s, Robert Redford works for what government agency in 3 Days of the Condor? Solid flick. Finally saw it this year. So
I need to catch up on this one. I feel like I'd really like it.
It was really good. I appreciated it. So maybe I'll talk more about it sometime in the next few days.
Starring Rodney Dangerfield.
Or 5, it has already happened.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Rue.
Guess a government agency. CIA.
And Igor?
I believe it is the CIA.
And you both got the correct government agency. CIA is correct. Which means 4-4. We are tied coming out of round number 1. And when we will get into round number 2, which will work like this. Each player will get the chance to spin at the wheel to decide what category they will be answering questions from in round number 2. Each question worth 2 points unless they check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. The categories for today are 90s black cinema and what is the other one?
Directed by Guy Ritchie. We also have crime, musicals, recent releases, action adventure, rom-coms, and drama.
Yeah.
It's right in front of me. I can read it a little clearer. So.
Thank you very much. All right, so we'll bring in Rue's manager since we are tied and he is the higher ranked competitor. So Rue, would you like to spin first or defer to Igor?
Rue, despite the performance in round 1, fresh new start. So however you want to set the pace, man. If you want to go first, we can do that. But if you want to take your time, maybe you want Igor to take something off that wheel, then it's no problem to defer.
Yeah, we're going to defer here.
All right, so then we'll put Ryan backstage for now and bring in Igor's manager of Cameron, and we will spin the wheel for Igor's first spin. You land on the category of crime. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
It's not bad.
I'm pretty confident taking that.
There's so much on this wheel that we don't want.
It's fair. Don't tell them.
We're from Alberta, Canada. I think they know that we don't want their strength.
Yeah, I think I take it, right? Yeah, I'll take crime.
All right, sounds good. So we'll put Cameron backstage on the wheel. And Igor, I will be reading you your questions in the category of crime. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, your first question. Who plays Sally, the woman pulled into the conspiracy with Jack in Blowout?
Multiple choice.
Okay. Your options are A, Nancy Allen, B, Terry Garr, C, Jessica Lange, or D, Carrie Fisher.
Jessica Lange.
That is incorrect. So root for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Nancy Allen, B, Terry Garr, C, Jessica Lange, or D, Carrie Fisher?
I'm going to say B as in boy.
B is also incorrect. We were looking for A, Nancy Allen. So your second question, Igor. What does Baby suffer from in Baby Driver?
Tinnitus.
That is correct for 2 points. I'm sure your manager is very happy with you hitting that question. Your next question. Who directed American Gigolo?
Multiple choice.
All right. Your options are A, Brian De Palma, B, Lawrence Kasdan, C, Alan J. Pakula, or D, Paul Schrader.
Can I hear the options again?
Yeah, sure. Your options again are A, Brian De Palma, B, Lawrence Kasdan, C, Alan J. Pakula, or D, Paul Schrader.
Let's go C.
C is incorrect, so Rue for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Brian De Palma, B, Lawrence Kasdan, C, Alan J. Pakula, or D, Paul Schrader?
I'm going to say A.
A is also incorrect. We're looking for D, Paul Schrader. So your penultimate question, Igor. What had Ben Harper hidden money inside of in Night of the Hunter? Or the Night of the Hunter.
You're fine.
Multiple choice.
All right, your options are A, tree, B, book, C, doll, or D, tire.
A book.
That is incorrect. So, Rue, for the 1-point steal, is it A, a tree, B, a book, C, a doll, or D, a tire?
I'm gonna go with a tire.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for C, a doll.
Damn.
So your final question in this category, Igor. What drug does Daniel Craig's character deal in Layer Cake?
Believe it's
5.
cocaine.
That is correct for 2 more points.
And is a hell of a drug. So
So coming out of that round, I have Igor now up 8-4. Is that what you have, Bill?
that's what I have.
All right, then we will bring Amaru's manager Ryan back in, and we will go to Amaru's first spin at the wheel.
Hey, I know didn't get any of the steals, but that's all right, man. Fresh start again. Hey, he didn't also run this table.
So your first spin lands in the category of rom-coms. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
So talking to Scott before this, I just felt like, especially with where we're at, if we're gonna win, we're gonna have to win. So we're probably I don't mind this category, but I want to spin again to see if we can get something stronger. And
No, I was gonna
best.
say this. I was gonna pretty much say the same thing that Scott had told you. Yeah, not confident with this, but you want to win, then risk it.
Yeah, let's go. See what happens.
Bidding again.
Then the category that you will be stuck with will be your opponent's strength of directed by Guy Ritchie.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't worry. There's multiple choice if you got to. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Put Ryan backstage. And Bill, would you like to read him his questions in directed by Guy Ritchie?
Sure thing. All right. Amaru, if you are ready for your questions in Guy Ritchie. All right. Your first question. How many Guy Ritchie films also feature a performance from Jason Statham?
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Multiple choice.
All right. Your multiple choice options are A5, B6, D7, C7, or D8.
Six.
6 is incorrect. Igor, chance for a 1-point steal. Is it A5, B6, C7, or D8?
I believe it's 5.
I'm sorry,
Say
could
that
you
again?
repeat?
I believe it's 5. A.
That is correct.
Can you hear me?
Rue, your second question. What specific rank does Jafar have at the beginning of Aladdin?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Captain of the Guards, B, Grand Vizier, C, Advisor to the Czar, or D, Right Hand to the Sultan.
B.
B is correct for 1 point. All right. Your next question. In The Man from U.N.C.L.E., while in Rome, Napoleon goes undercover as someone with what profession?
Multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, drug smuggler, B, oil baron, C, location scout, or D, antique dealer.
Antique dealer.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Your next question. Who plays Amber's husband, Tony, in Swept Away?
Multiple choice.
Multiple choice options are A, Bruce Greenwood, B, Tony Hale, C, David Thewlis, or D, Dexter Fletcher.
David Thewlis.
It is incorrect. Igor, a chance for a 1 point steal. Is it A, Bruce Greenwood, B, Tony Hale, C, David Thewlis, or D, Dexter Fletcher?
It's Bruce Greenwood.
That is correct for 1 point. And your final question. What character does handsome Bob have a crush on in Rock and Rolla?
Five, four, three.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, 1, 2, B, Lenny, C, Archie, or D, Mumbles.
Repeat the options, please.
Sure. Is it A, 1, 2, B, Lenny, C, Archie, or D, Mumbles?
Let's go A.
A is correct for 1 point.
Right, so now coming out of round number 2, I have Igor taking the lead 10-7. Is that what you have, Bill?
That's what I have.
All right, so then we will now get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round. So each player will get the chance to pick from a list of categories what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4-point question, each ascending in difficulty. And they will get the pick from the list of categories, which includes comic book movies, Ridley Scott, Robert Zemeckis, animated, comedies, horror, music, and sports. So we'll let them pick their categories right now, and we'll be right back. All right, so the competitors have chosen their categories. We will now start with Amaru for his 1-point question in the category of comedy, since he is behind, which I will be reading. Name one of the 2 lead actors that play undercover cops in 21 Jump Street.
Jonah Hill.
That is correct for 1 point. And now we will stick with you for your 2-point question in the category of animated. Dodger, Tito, and Georgette are characters in what 1980s animated movie? Five, four, three.
Lady and the Tramp.
That is unfortunately incorrect. We are looking for Oliver and Company.
The other one. Damn it.
So we will now go over to your 3-point question in the category of comic book movies, which is, what comic book movie features the characters T-Bird, Tintin, and Fun Boy?
The Crow.
That is correct for 3 points.
All right. So we'll go over to Igor for his 1-pointer, the category of horror, to tie the game up. If you're ready, Igor.
Ready?
Who stars as Chris Washington in Get Out?
Daniel Kaluuya.
And that is correct for a point. A tie game. And since you have more questions, we will stick with you for your 2-pointer in comedy. And it is, who directed Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery?
Five, four, three, two.
Repeat the question.
right, that is Igor's first repeat. Who directed Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery?
Five, 4, 3.
Barry Sonnenfeld.
It is unfortunately incorrect. We're for Jay Roach. So if we get to your third question, which will come in the category of Ridley Scott, if you are ready.
Mhm.
The film The Duelists is set in which European country?
France.
That is correct for 3 points. Taking back the lead.
So we now are in a situation where Amaru needs to hit his 4-point question in the category of sports. And if he hits it, he will send it back over to Igor. If he misses it, Igor will win. So, Rue, your 4-point question in comic book movies. Not comic book movies, sports. Sorry. Once I can find it. There it is. All right. In Bend It Like Beckham, Keira Knightley's mother runs a store that sells what? Five, 4, 3.
Repeat
2.
the question.
All right, that is your second repeat, I believe. In Bend It Like Beckham, Keira Knightley's mother runs a store that sells what? Five, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
All right, that is your final repeat. In Bend It Like Beckham, Keira Knightley's mother runs a store that sells what? Five, 4, 3,
I'm
2.
gonna go with flowers.
And your winner, Igor Kasic. The correct answer we were looking for is lingerie. So
I wouldn't have that.
very
Me
strong
neither.
game. We'll put Igor backstage for now. We will get into post-match interviews, starting with our unfortunate second place finisher today, Amaru Moses, with his manager Ryan Payne. A bit of a struggle there in round 2. You landed on your opponent's strength level, obviously questions. But yeah, I mean, overall you kept it close in round number 1, and you were able to keep it close in round number 3 as well, pushing him to his 3-pointer. How do you feel overall about your performance and your run in this tournament?
I felt pretty good. Melee is my, I guess, quote unquote secondary league here. Third if you can include FANZONE. But like I have really good knowledge. And round 2, I think it really came down to round 2. One, I couldn't capitalize on any of the steals. As much as I was like I would have been okay with crime. I knew they could have gone to questions like that movies I don't know. And I honestly wasn't scared of Guy Ritchie except the strength level questions because I like Guy Ritchie. I was just hoping to like maybe get one snatch question for 2 points, and just none of them came. So I because it was close where I could go multiple choice a lot. And I said if I was gonna win this match, I'd have to. I have to go with risking for something that I know I can get some more points on. And rom-coms could have done it, but I had the strategy of go for it. I did. And this is, I think, the first time this year that the wheel wasn't very friendly to me. So, hey, it is.
I mean, beyond that, also, it definitely was a tough round 1 as well. I mean, it was clear both you and Igor were struggling there in that round 1. So, and yeah, there was a couple of steal missed opportunities there, but but like you said, Amaru, once the wheel was in your favor, it was like you had to win or at least get a category to where you can get the lead, so it can be more favorable in round 3. And hey, who knows? If you were in the lead, could have picked the questions more differently. I mean, but even then, you still did a good performance. You had a great win in this tournament. Trust me, for someone who also just did a tournament, had a great win. I definitely know where you're coming from, man. It's definitely not a good feeling to have, but now at this point, there's no more worry about tournaments. Now we can focus like next time for a singles match or whenever sexual chocolate gets an opportunity. We can definitely channel that anger and that frustration into getting some wins.
Session shot.
All right. Well, for when you come back, is there any person you would like to face when you return? You're at 3-1, which is obviously a very solid record.
I can't think of anybody in particular that I would like to face aside in anything and everything, even though I love him and him. Like, just because it's a fun damn time.
Literally never happened in all these years. We have never,
not played,
not once.
At some point, and you know what? Actually,
it's going to happen.
Actually, yes, Bill. I would love to play Bill. That would be a fun ass time.
I mean, I got to climb out of the 3 and 6 hole I'm currently in, so we'll see.
All right. Well, thank you for coming out. Good job on the great performance in this tournament so far. We will put you backstage for now, and we will bring in our winner for this evening, Igor Kasic, and their manager, Cameron Holzman. Igor, you're now at 4-0. Like I said at the beginning, there's not many people who could claim to have gone 4-0 in their time in Warzone or Melee, whatever you want to call it. But thoughts on today's match and your run in this tournament so far?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised at 4-0. I didn't know. Is it issues again? Gotta hate when it happens during an interview. Can everyone hear me? Excellent.
We can.
All right. Yeah, 4-0 is exciting. I wasn't expecting it when I started out. So yeah, some matches. Matches have gone my way, but some of them have been a grind. This one was definitely one of them. I think we both came out pretty even in round 1. Round 2, he got my strength. I got crime that had some movies that were in my blind spot, but is what it is. That's the part of the wheel. You never know what questions you're going to get. And yeah, I think I played round 3 pretty well. So excited to keep going and excited to hopefully go for 5-0. Let's try that.
If I'm not mistaken, the list of people who went 4-0 debuting in Melee or Warzone, whenever it was, is Kaleb Boatman, and I think maybe Jeremy Adams. And that might be the entire list other than Igor.
Also Mark Menchaca, Tony Durso, Joseph Olivas. But
okay, there's
elite
people
people.
On the list. Yeah. I'm not in charge of the records. But
Fair.
That's still an insane list to be amongst the ranks of. Yeah, it was a little touch and go there. Round 2 had me a little scared, but managed to keep the lead, managed to hold on to it. And when I heard that sports question, I was like, oh God, if I know this, then no one else does. Because nobody cares about Bend It Like Beckham. But yeah, Igor held on. He got the key steals that he needed to, and more importantly, Rue did not get any steals off of us during round 2. Yeah. Very excited to see what comes up in the next round.
Well, speaking of which, we actually can announce the potential people who you will be playing in round number 3, since we have announced the full bracket. So you will be playing the winner of Payson Johnson or Robert Kastner.
Yeah.
So, of those 2 competitors, who would you like to face?
It's a terrifying match, whoever I get. Payson obviously being a faction mate, I've seen him play, so that would be a massive match to have. But yeah, Kastner is very good too. So honestly, Titan matchup either way. So I'll take whoever comes on.
Yeah, couldn't have said it better myself.
All right, sounds good. Well, congrats on the win today. We will put you backstage for now, and we will close this out. Bill, very close match, obviously, a bit of a slugfest in round number 2. And I think both competitors maybe not quite the categories that they would have hoped for, but or the questions that they would have hoped for in Amaru's case. But yeah, I mean, still solid match overall. Thoughts on the match?
Yeah, they tied up round 1, round 2, a little rough on both of them. Round 3, I mean, both did almost exactly the same, except for, tough 4-pointer, which happens to all of us. But I think we can honestly say, without hyperbole, Igor, frontrunner rookie of the year.
Yeah,
I mean, that's impressive at this point. Yeah.
At this point, absolutely. He's in the middle of a killer run. So I'm very interested to see if he continues it. But that'll do for us from here over at Movie Melee. From all of us from me, Dylan Vanthine, from Bill Cariola, from all the writers and the showrunners and players and managers here at Movie Melee. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Goodbye. Later.
After you, Junior.
We'll always have Paris.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll wait?
If it take a
Goodbye.